Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from somewhere in New Zealand, it's the Dave Benson Show with your host, Dave Benson.
People, wow, there's a big crowd in here today. Hey, Tom, how are you going? Yep, you got the camera working okay? Nice. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us on the Dave Benson Show, the #1 independent talk show on the planet. Although, saying that, feels like your options are getting slimmer and slimmer for anyone who's wanting to watch a talk show. I mean, I can't believe this week they cancelled Jimmy Kimmel, hot on the heels of Colbert's exit, and now I'm also hearing whispers that Fallon and Myers are in the crosshairs too. Thankfully, this show's going to be safe for now. We're based in New Zealand, and let's be honest, no one's going to be flying all the way over here to cancel me. Well, that is unless Air New Zealand adds cancel Dave as an in-flight entertainment option. I think we're safe, Tom. But just in case opportunity does knock, I have been sensible. I've updated my resume. Yeah, clever me. And I really leaned into my strengths. Under special skills, it now says, can tell the difference between every Chris in Hollywood. Hemsworth, Pratt, Pine, Evans, and if desperate, Martin. And for references, well, they may be imaginary, but they do speak very highly of me. This week has also been a proud moment for me as a father. I got to see my daughter perform in her very first primary school show. In fact, it was the first time the school had ever put on a show, and she absolutely shone under the spotlight. I don't know where she gets it from, because the only thing that usually shines under the spotlight in my family is the lighting crew actually had to dim the stage lights for me because I was reflecting enough wattage to power half of Christchurch. But honestly, seeing her up there, well, that was just incredible. It was a real reminder of why we all do this, moments like that. Now, speaking of things shining under the spotlight, let's talk about the YouTube news. First up, YouTube's big annual event, Made on YouTube 2025, where they unveiled more AI tools than a Silicon Valley garage sale. We're talking an AI analytics chatbot, auto-dubbing in 20 languages, and cross-posting videos with up to 5 creators. 5 creators on one video. That's not collaboration. That's just a family Zoom call no one wanted to be on. YouTube also rolled out a monetization option. Dynamic ads that swap out sponsors when a deal ends. Finally, I can stop pretending I love that vacuum cleaner brand from 2022. And Shorts will soon let you add shopping links, which is great, because what viewers really want after a 15-second cat video is to impulse buy a blender. Meanwhile, CEO Neil Mohan reassured everyone, AI will not replace creators. And to prove YouTube is serious, they've dropped a milestone. Over $100 billion paid out to creators in the past 4 years. That's incredible. I got my cut. $7.42. That's how we keep the lights on, Tom. Now, remember the hype button? Oh, we love the hype button. It's gone global in 39 countries. Basically, you can hype up to 3 videos a week, and if enough people do it, the creator gets boosted onto a leaderboard. Finally, YouTube has turned content creation into a Pokemon game. But not everything's rosy. Creators have been reporting massive view drops since August. Turns out YouTube quietly added AI-based age restrictions, which explains why half my viewers vanished last week. Apparently, my bald head is inappropriate for minors. Let's have a look at the podcast news. So, Audioboom announced they paid out over $325 million to podcasters, which is fantastic news for podcasters everywhere. Except me. I'm still waiting for Audioboom to notice I exist. Apple is testing new podcast super chapters. Basically, it's chapters with images, links, and updates after publishing, which is nice because now you can skip straight past the boring bits, like me talking about how to make couscous, and get right to the part where I forget my guest's name. Happens more than you think. And finally, Amazon has restructured Wondery. They're laying off staff and shifting to a creator-led video-forward podcast. In other words, podcasts are becoming YouTube shows, while YouTube shows are becoming podcasts. At this rate, we're all going to end up watching each other on a Zoom call and calling it content. All right, that's enough on the news. Time to bring out someone who's doing extraordinary things. She's an author with a disability, a storyteller, and a person with an amazing sense of humour. Tom, let's start the show.
I said I want to see the Dave Benson Show, and I can't stop and never gonna let it go. I said I want to see the Dave Benson Show, and I can't stop and never gonna let it go.